moment we've all been waiting for. Welcome back to the Garagium, everybody. Seems like that was the most suggested name and probably the most name that makes the most sense for this place. We'll give it some more time before deciding on anything permanently. Today, we are going to epoxy the floor. After all the work that we did in the last video, over 30 minutes of wonderful power washing, grinding, cleaning, with only a little bit more work now, we'll be ready to epoxy it. We've already power washed the floor once last night and it turned out amazing. The floor looks awesome. It's not very dusty. Today we're going to degrease it and then we're going to acid etch it and then we're gonna primer it and epoxy it. Before we get back into it, I wanna say thank you guys. Thank you to all your support on Patreon. Thank you to all your support just on the last two videos. Every dollar, every view, comment, like, share, it all makes a big difference. It adds up and makes a big difference. So thank you, I really appreciate it. If you wanna support the channel, I'll have a link in the description. Also, from now on, I'm including links to all the stuff that I'm using in the videos. So all the recording equipment, all the epoxy stuff, the cleaner degreaser. If you guys are interested in any of it, need to purchase any of it, I'll have links in the description down below. And going through those links will support the channel as well. Now, let me show you what we got. Rustoleum concrete degreaser. It's just degreaser. Let's get into it. We're going to start by wetting the entire floor of the power washer, and then we're gonna degrease one section at a time. It's as simple as just pouring the degreaser onto the concrete, scrubbing it a bit, and then rinsing it off. Whew. Stuff's pungent.
On fire.
Yeah, I do kind of feel like I'm pouring gasoline.
Is that what you're supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
Like, that's a fuck ton, babe.
Huh?
Like, that's a lot.
The box, this thing says it only covers 200 square feet, and I just poured more than 200 square feet for it. Well, tomorrow we paint, or epoxy, we epoxy. It is 48 hours after that last clip. We've given the concrete plenty of time to dry. Finally going to apply the epoxy. Now, if you've been paying attention, we are skipping 2 steps. We're skipping the acid etching and we are skipping the primer. I did a little bit more research and it turns out the acid etching, it's not necessary if you grind the floor. Acid etching is pretty much a easy way to grind the floor chemically. But if you actually rent a grinder and physically grind the floor, you don't need to acid etch it. Then the primer that I had gotten was a recoat primer. It was designed to help the epoxy adhere to old epoxy and bad floors. Yet again, since we grinded the floor and actually got it right, the epoxy is just going to adhere better straight to the concrete than it will to the primer. So we're ready to epoxy. So we have 6 2.5 car garage kits. Theoretically, that should be able to cover 3,000 square feet, but pretty much every review I read online says that it doesn't cover as much as it says it does. So hopefully this will be enough for all 1,600 square feet. The epoxy comes in these bags separated into 2 parts. The process is just to mix these 2 parts together and then pour it onto the floor in little ribbons, spread it out with the roller, edge it with a paintbrush, put some decorative flakes on it, and then repeat. I mean, without further ado, we're gonna get started. This is the make or break moment. It's really exciting, but it's also really nerve-wracking because if it doesn't go well, then literally the past 2 weeks of my life were a total waste.
Mine too.
Yeah, yours too. The epoxy we got, it's like a light gray, high gloss with blue, gray, black, and white flakes. I'm really excited. I'm kind of more excited for paint. I'm excited to move into this damn place. Got my instructions, got my bag of epoxy.
Okay, where are you from? Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. I am from Chicago. Combine components part A and part B by placing the pouch on the ground and rolling it from part A towards part B. So, you roll it like a toothpaste. Man, this is nerve-wracking.
That's
there we go.
Scary.
So that broke the seal, and then we mix it for 2 to 3 minutes. And then we literally, instead of pouring this into like a bucket and then applying it with a roller, we pour this straight onto the ground. So I edged it along, and then Audrey's spreading it. So we only apply the flakes on the back section. We leave a little bit of a wet section to blend the 2 layers together, and then we just keep going. right. It's dry, right? No, it's dry. Wow. So like, man, I feel like I'm gonna ruin it just by walking on it. This is my first time seeing it since, you know, I've let it dry. Especially back here where there's some lighting. Wow, it's amazing. It's like, it's perfect. Super glossy, super even. It looks like didn't have any weird reactions anywhere. Not that I can see at least. Still good over here. It's still, you know, far from what I want. It's especially over here, it's really dark. The walls are nasty. But when you're over in this section, you get a glimpse at the potential of this place. Already it's got, I mean, like, look at that. The one thing I didn't really expect is it makes the area just so much brighter because light's reflecting off the ground now. I mean, look at this, it's amazing. It was so much work, so much money, but at the end, it was worth it. Of course, only time is going to tell if this stuff is going to hold up, but I'm hopeful. It's their premium stuff. We did all the prep work. It really seemed to adhere nicely. I mean, I think it's gonna be good. Fingers crossed at least. I'm figuring some of you guys are interested in a price breakdown on how much it cost for me to do this myself, because I'm sure a lot of you guys have garages that you might want to do yourself. I bought 6 2.5 car garage kits. We only ended up using 5, but I gave the last one to a friend of mine. It was $1,500 for just the epoxy. Now that also included things like the rollers we needed and the flakes, but we also had to rent a floor grinder. That was $500 for 2 days. Some things that I had to spend money on that you guys probably wouldn't have to spend money on. I had to buy a new vacuum because mine broke. That was like another $100. Had to buy a pressure washer to pressure wash the place. That was $350. And then dust bags for the vacuum, filters for the vacuum, other consumables like tape, razor blades. I think we can safely say this floor cost me $2,500 to $2,600. Yikes. But I think that's about half the price that I would have paid a professional to do it. So I did save myself some money, and already, even without the wall paint and the lights, I'm saying it's worth it. As long as it holds up decently, it's worth it. Speaking about the paint and the lights, that is the next step. Now that the floor is totally done, we just have to paint the place, install the new lights, and then we can start moving in, start getting the new fab equipment, start getting the new mechanic equipment and tools. Right after I film this video, I'm starting work on the walls. That's the next step. Because although this floor looks awesome, it makes the walls look worse. Because the floor is so clean, you really get to understand how nasty the walls are. So we are going to primer the walls and paint the walls a nice semi-gloss white. That will hopefully make the place brighter. It'll get rid of all the stains. We're gonna paint over all the conduit and the poles and stuff to hopefully make the walls just look a little bit cleaner. We're gonna take the pegboards down and we're gonna paint all the way up to the ceiling. And then I actually got a LED light sponsor for this place. We are getting almost 100,000 lumens worth of LED lights. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you did enjoy it, even though it was a short video compared to the last one, but hopefully also super satisfying. And the end result, good. The Gingium is looking awesome. I still haven't decided if that's going to be the name, but somebody made a cool logo for it, which is awesome. There were some other good ones, which I forget off the top of my head, but we'll see, we'll see. Keep suggesting things, and maybe some of you will come up with something brilliant. Also, I know I thanked you guys in the beginning of this video, but that was like 5 days ago for me. So yet again, thank you to all the support on Patreon and the views, the comments, the likes. As I'm saying this right now, we just hit 1,000 patrons, which is unreal. You guys are going to help so much with the transformation of the shop, so thank you. If you want to support the channel, I'll have a link in the description, or you can click on the card up there. I'll see you guys in the next one, where we'll hopefully have some nice white walls. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out and goodbye.